Live from downtown Detroit, home of WDIV and Click on Detroit, Local 4 News at 6 starts now.
What happened inside a Garden City home, leaving 2 members of a family dead and 1 badly hurt? We'll have a live report from the scene where police are still trying to sort it out. Jamie.
It's a way to finally finish fall high school sports safely and do it with testing. I'll tell you how it will work.
Okay, Jamie, and he was freed by a judge under what's called compassionate release. Now this man is facing serious charges in the shooting of 2 women.
It's only been a few months since Ronald Seegers had his 5-year sentence shortened by 2 years, a decision partially made because of the pandemic.
Well, now Seegers is in trouble again. The 49-year-old turned himself in for allegedly shooting his fiancée and her mother during an argument on Detroit's West Side earlier this month. Local 4's Larry Spruill is live on Detroit's West Side with the latest. Larry, good evening.
Good evening, Kimberly. We received documents showing the multiple drug charges that he was faced and sentenced to prison. He was not supposed to get out until 2022, but now he was let out due to medical and COVID reasons. Let's take a look. Wednesday, this man, 49-year-old Ronald Seegers, is in the center of a Detroit police shooting investigation. Local 4 there on scene from December 14th. Police say he allegedly shot his fiancée 4 times and her mother twice during a fight inside this home on Normandy on Detroit's west side. But this is not Seegers' first time in trouble. As a matter of fact, he was released from prison months before for multiple drug-related charges. He was in prison for more than 2 years after he was sentenced to 5 years for conspiring to sell heroin and illegally possession of a firearm. He was not supposed to get out until June 2022. But Local 4 obtained these documents outlining a compassionate release from Senior U.S. District Judge Arthur Charnow due to medical and COVID-19 reasons. Paperwork shows Seegers asked for the release due to hypertension and a stroke that he suffered before he went to prison. His stroke caused him to be paralyzed on the right side. The judge said because of his clean disciplinary record behind bars, he would release him, as Seegers planned to move in with his fiancée. The same woman police say he allegedly shot earlier this month. Now, we stopped by the home Wednesday to talk to her, but no one answered the door. And we are told that his fiancée is in critical condition. Meanwhile, her mother was released earlier. We are live on Detroit's West Side tonight. Larry Spruill, Local 4.
All right, Larry, thanks.
All right, let's get an update on some breaking news we've been following in Garden City. That's where some kind of terrible incident left 2 people dead and another badly injured. A crime police are investigating tonight as a murder-suicide. Local 4's Rod Maloney spent the afternoon at the scene on Roslyn near Cherry Hill and Vinoy. And Rod, investigators are still at work out there at this hour.
Yeah, Michigan State Police investigators are inside the house right now taking pictures and working on this crime scene. And just behind the evidence truck here you see behind me is the Ortega family, and it is a very large gathering that has been growing all afternoon. The family still, each member trying to wrap their minds around what could possibly have happened here that left grandmother dead, grandfather seriously injured, and another family dead inside this home. They could not believe the story that brought them here. They sobbed and did their best to help family members cope with the tragic news. 77-year-old grandmother and great-grandmother Maria Ortega dead, stabbed to death inside her own home. This video provided by neighbor Roger Watts shows Maria's husband, 81-year-old Juan Ortega, getting wheeled to the hospital, also with severe stab wounds. Maria Ortega, a family member from Mexico who shares the deceased's name, spoke through tears.
And then this morning we just find out this horrible situation. I mean, it is not fair. It is not fair.
The key to this terrible mystery could lie with this SUV owned by an Ortega relative from Commerce Township. Family wants to know whether its driver is the male in his 20s found inside the home dead. There's no comfort here for the Ortega family, but they remain thankful for one thing. One of Maria's great-granddaughters, a 2-year-old, spent the last 4 days with her great-grandparents here. A stroke of luck saw to it that she was not here for the attack.
And then yesterday I asking her, do you want to go? And she, thank God, she said yes, and I take it. So I took it with me, and thank God for at least for that. But they were loving her, and she was loving them, and they was so happy to be with her because she's little, you know.
Now, this is so sad out here. When the first 911 call came in shortly after 8 a.m., it sent off a signal to police agencies in 4 different surrounding communities who came down to check out this situation. There was the concern that this might have spilled out of the house. One of the few things that the Garden City Police Department is saying about this is that everything is under control and that there is no more danger to the community. As far as details, we're going to have to wait for those. Reporting live in Garden City, Rod Malone, Local 4.
It's awful. Okay, Rod, thanks.
Take a look at Storm Tracker 4. If you were out doing a little Christmas shopping today, you probably got wet here and there as that rain was in the area, but now it's moved past Metro Detroit, although it's not much compared to what's coming.
Yeah, Ben's here to talk about some rain that's going to be with us for a little while, looks like. Ben?
Yeah, we're going to get wet tonight, guys. No doubt about that. But you saw all that snow up there further to the northwest. Can you tell where the changes are happening? It is 11 degrees in Duluth right now, 19 in the Twin Cities. They've got blizzard warnings out for a good chunk of Minnesota. And here we are, close to 50 degrees on December 23rd. So as we look at the clouds and radar, you can see that next line is starting to approach Chicago. That's going to be here overnight. We may see some showers by 10 o'clock, but a lot of this is going to be 12 a.m. and on. And beyond that, things start to get very interesting as we get into the Christmas holidays. It looks like the snow is going to be at a very absolute minimum on Thursday, but we are going to see some on Friday, and the temperatures are going to go down the entire time. You're looking at highs there. We'll talk about lows and wind chills that only have 1 digit on them, and we'll take a look at that. And of course, talk about your forecast coming up. If you want to see what's coming not only for the Christmas holidays, but what could be our next major player for New Year's Day, check out the 10-day forecast in the Local Forecasters app, free in your app store by searching WDIV. Guys?
All right, Ben, now to the coronavirus as we take a look at the latest numbers and the latest headlines in Michigan.
Michigan reports 3,443 new cases today, and sadly 70 more people have died from the virus. The state is tracking vaccinations. More than 37,000 people have gotten a vaccine. That's 10,000 more since the last update. The U.S. government is buying 100 million more vaccine doses from Pfizer, and the Detroit Lions practice without several coaches as the team does contact tracing. We'll have more on that coming up later in sports.
Navigating high school sports through a pandemic has been challenging, to put it mildly, with multiple starts and stops. Today, the MHSAA and the Department of Health laid out plans on a Zoom call on how to finish the fall season safely. Jamie Edmonds is live with how they hope to do that. And Jamie, it all revolves around testing.
That's right, Jason. The Michigan Department of Health and Human Services has these antigen tests from the federal government, and they've used them all over the state, and they've worked. So now they're going to try it in a targeted way with high school sports. 3 remaining fall sports, 6,800 athletes and team personnel. Trying to figure out how to complete the fall sports season has proven to be difficult. Michigan Department of Health and Human Services believes through a new pilot program, it can be done safely.
An opportunity came along to partner with the Michigan High School Athletic Association. There were teams who were looking to finish out their fall seasons. They really wanted to play. We'd like to give some normalcy back.
The plan is to test every athlete and team personnel 3 times per week from those schools remaining in the postseason, from football, volleyball, and swimming and diving. The tests are antigen rapid tests provided by the health department. It's up to the schools to administer them.
You don't need to have a lab. You don't even need to have a healthcare provider perform the test. It's a nasal swab that is run on a little card. The results of the test are back within 15 minutes.
Catholic Central's football team is still in the playoffs. The athletic director says they have a tentative plan.
My goal, at least our goal at Detroit Catholic Central, is to have one person in charge of a group of 10. If we're testing 100 people, I want at least 10 volunteers.
Testing is a requirement for participation, and Babbitt says he knows the kids want to finish the season, so he's willing to make it happen for them. Dr. Bagdasarian says if this is successful, this type of testing could be used on a larger scale in schools. And Dr. Bagdasarian tells me that to administer these tests is very easy. Anyone can do it, but if coaches and school personnel don't feel comfortable, there will be training videos. Now, she says if this is successful, this could go on a larger scale into schools so teachers and everyone can get back to some normalcy in the classroom. We're live tonight. Jamie Edmonds, Local 4.
Well, Jamie, okay, administering the test, easy. What if there is a positive test? I can't imagine that's easy.
Well, if there is a positive test, it will be handled like any positive test. That person is removed and quarantined and contact tracing is done. But the thing is, we'll know if these people are positive before they go to practice that day, before they play in the game, and that will make it a lot easier for these sports to continue.
Yeah, you just hope they're able to finish these seasons for sure. All right, Jamie, thanks.
All right, well, gift cards are one of the most popular items to give or receive this time of year, and sometimes you'll get one that you'd rather trade or resell, but that could create big problems if you don't do your homework. Here's consumer investigator Hank Winchester with a Help Me Hank scam alert.
Many people will be giving or receiving gift cards this year, and if it's not exactly what you wanted, maybe you're thinking of reselling that gift card. Well, before you do that, beware. The Better Business Bureau has important information to help keep you and your money safe. Reselling gift cards or buying pre-owned gift cards, it's popular, especially during the holidays. But if you want to sell your unused gift card, trade, or buy a pre-owned card, you need to be aware there are some companies that do it right and others that don't.
Know what you're buying, because the minute you hit pay, most times that money is long gone.
Melanie Ducanel is with the Better Business Bureau here in southeastern Michigan.
You may think you're buying a Target card or a Meijer gift card, but you have to make sure that the website you're going to is actually Target.com or Meijer.com. There's been so much spoofing on URLs and websites that you absolutely have to be the one that punches in that URL yourself.
One Texas-based gift card marketplace company, Cardpool LLC, currently has an F rating with more than 2,100 complaints filed by people all across the country and here in Metro Detroit. The complaints vary, but bottom line, consumers often feel duped.
With Cardpool, basically they're selling gift cards that absolutely don't have any value. So you think you've got all this wonderful things to share with your family and friends, and you come to find out there's zero on the card.
I have much more information regarding the gift card scam and also all the other scams that I'm tracking right now here in Metro Detroit, and they're all on the Help Me Hank page at clickondetroit.com. I'm Hank Winchester. Help Me Hank.
Okay, Hank, thank you. Still ahead here at 6, do your eyes deceive you?
Maybe. Dr. McGeorge explains how all of this mask wearing, as important as it is, can mess with the way we recognize familiar faces.